rate hike was on expected lines, but what was least expected was that the Reserve Bank will not give any guidance about the future. In fact, many believed that they would, through their stance or in some other fashion, indicate that this is the last of the rate hikes. We got no such indication. In fact, Reserve Bank resolutely saying that it refuses to guide on whether this is the last hike. Will there be more hikes? Will they change their stance? Nothing. Maybe a wise thing to do when there's so much uncertainty. The second surprising part is that inflation numbers forecast for next year perhaps are slightly more than what the street expected, which is a bit of a comfort because when the actual numbers come out lower, people will be happier. But 5% for the first quarter, April, May, June, is not the average on the street. It's 4 point something, maybe 4.8 or 4.7. So the Reserve Bank has left itself some elbow room on inflation forecast. Growth is the big surprise. Forecasting 6.4% for FY24 is clearly an outlier number. The average I got on the street was 5.8 to 6%, with several marquee economists expecting even below 5.8% in terms of growth. So maybe the RBI knows something we don't, or it's just being optimistic. The splendor of this policy is the non-monetary policy announcements. There were several of them. The TREDS exchange, where small companies can discount their bills a little easily, has been embellished a little, may or may not work. The penal interest rates banks charge is now going to be moderated. There is a lot of announcement on green deposits and green bonds, which will come. The foreigners coming into India can also use their phones to pay over UPI. And the most important thing, insurance companies can use their bonds for lending and borrowing on the CCIL. This may mean a more deeper GSEC market. So non-policy announcements, it makes it a many-splendored policy.